Hello everyone, Genzo here. This is a quick video to show you how I fixed my Thermomix Vorwerk TM31 blade knife set that I thought was stripped. In the first 30 seconds I'll show you a quick summary of what I did, and in the second part of the video I go into more detail. I think this solution will work for the TM5 and maybe even the TM6. Try this at your own risk. If you have an original TM31 blade knife set, and you can see that the blades are actually spinning under very little pressure, as this is doing now, then what you need to do is tighten the nut on the top anti-clockwise, and that will actually restore the blades to their near original condition. Okay, here is the second part of the video, but first some background information. The actual name of the part is a blade knife set, but let's call it a blade just to keep things simple. All the research I did told me that the blades were stripped or that there was a clutch broken and it can't be fixed. But after some more research, I discovered that the Thermomix has a direct drive system. So the idea of the clutch makes sense to protect the drive system. But where's the clutch? I found an article that suggested the blades are actually secured using an M6 nut. The nut itself is a clutch. Excessive force on the blades would force the nut to undo itself, hence protecting the blades and also the motor. Make the shape of the drive gear into a block of wood. I used a drill press first and rotary tool to finish it. The block secures the shaft of the blade while you tighten the nut. To protect the nut from damage, I made a plastic sleeve, then secured a multi-grip around the nut. But the sleeve caused the multi-grip to slip, so I used a metal sleeve to grip the nut better. As I rotate the nut clockwise, you will see the pencil marks rotate away from each other. This is untightening the blades. Here you see the blade is much looser than before. The nut is tightened using an anti-clockwise rotation. After tightening, check the result by trying to move the blade by hand, but be careful not to injure yourself. Finally, to check for problems in the future, I marked a line on the shaft and the nut. Okay, here are some final thoughts. Did it work? Yes, it did. I tried the blades with 10 1-inch square ice blocks with no problem, but I'm not sure how long my luck will continue. Another solution I thought about was welding the nut and blades together, but this could risk damaging the drive or blades or both. By tightening the nut, you maintain the original clutch feature where the nut can come loose to protect the drive system and blades if the blades experience strong forces during use. To tighten the nut, you can try to use a different tool to a multi-grip if it allows you to get a good grip of the nut. You might not need to restrain the drive gear using a block of wood as I did, but I found this to be a good way to prevent damaging the gear, and it freed up my hand to rotate the nut without needing to hold the blade set. As I said earlier, I think this solution can work for the TM5 and the TM6 blade set, but I'm not certain. If you are prepared to buy a replacement anyway, then it might be worth taking a risk to try my solution first. If you are not sure about trying this, or don't have the tools yourself or access to someone who can do this for you, then you will probably need to purchase a replacement anyway. I would recommend an original part rather than a lookalike, in case the construction of the lookalike is different to the original and risk damaging the device when used. Thanks for watching.